interesting tweet that's come out from the BJP's official handle in Gujarat. This is the Gujarat BJP Twitter handle, and it has tweeted that the Prime Minister's view, or effectively on coalitions, it said the Prime Minister, it's quoting the Prime Minister to say that he has, and he said, and I quote, the BJP knows the art of running coalitions. I myself have worked with the BJP allies in different states when I was working for the organization, and then our party has the legacy of Shri Vajpayee Ji, who ran the best coalition during his tenure. So the Prime Minister hinting, actually it's not really a hint anymore, at the fact that he's open to coalitions and he's open to making them work. Let me bring in my guests at this point in the studio with me, Mr. Bharat Kumar Raut. Mr. Raut, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Vinay Tiwari, our consulting editor as well. We've woken everybody up bright and early this morning on a Sunday and dragged them into the studios. Badshah Sen is in the Delhi studio because he had to vote along with Rajesh Sundaram. Gentlemen, good morning and thank you for joining us. So before we go across to Thanima, I just want to spend a few moments on this tweet that's come out. And, you know, while we had Ram Madhav make that statement about a week or so ago, coming from the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister's mention of a coalition, Vinay, is perhaps a completely different stance from a we will sweep 280, which is what both Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah have been saying up till now.
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, you know, when the electric supply infrastructure in this country, you have something called the step-down transformers. So the final power that goes to your house is an 11 kV substation. It's 22
Only
kV,
two
44
phases
kV.
now.
Yeah. So this is one step down, because
Yes.
as you reach closer to the counting day, there is obviously a realization that it's not as dramatic as it may have been, you know, so far pitched. And obviously, Ram Madhav gave the first hint of that.
Yes.
And now it's, I mean, for me, for the Prime Minister to say it is fairly significant, because they are not exactly prone to not leaving the bravado. So for him to have said it ahead of the second last phase has meaning for sure.
Mr. Raut?
Yes, absolutely. It's a climb down, definitely. And now, not Ram Madhav, but Prime Minister himself has started offering olive branches to the allies.
Yes.
Which is very important. Does that mean that they are losing the confidence? I will not yet say that, but they are ready to face any eventuality.
So actually, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
And we know, of course, we also had this conversation about Chandrababu Naidu meeting with Rahul Gandhi, and you both told me that that is happening because they want to be prepared and they don't want to lose any time on the 23rd after the numbers come out. Is this also the BJP wanting to be prepared in a similar fashion, Mr. Raut?
Yes. And perhaps what Modi is trying to say is that apart from NDA, should they require outside support, so he is prepared for that also. That's why he has given the example of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Because Atal Bihari Vajpayee, if you remember, apart from NDA votes, he had also secured some 13 outside parties votes. NDA already had 26 parties with them, plus 13 parties that had taken from outside. Small parties, 1 seat, 2 seats like that, but he had to take. So I think Modi is preparing himself for that type of situation.
And preparing the coalition partners as well, because it's also, you know, while he's mentioned Mr. Vajpayee, he's made another mention. He said, I've personally worked with coalition partners when I was working with the organization. Organization here, I'm assuming he's mentioning the BJP and the RSS, but this suggests also that he personally has experience and is willing to do this.
There is one other reason why he said so. Look, there is a growing perception that the BJP has ridden roughshod over most of their allies. If you remember, two of their most stable allies are the Akalis and the Shiv Sena for a long time.
Yes.
And both have been pretty upset with them. I mean, the Shiv Sena has, for 4.5 years, behaved like an opposition in Maharashtra. The Akalis have publicly said things which were not very conducive to what the BJP would have liked to hear. And you've had the third big ally partner who's flipped and flopped, and that is Nitish Kumar.
Yes.
So they already know that there is a perception that they're not exactly the best with allies, and there is a way in which they deal with them. And they're trying to course correct it ahead of what possibly could be an intense round of negotiations post 23rd.
BJP leaders are also instrumental in this, because if you remember, it was BJP leaders who used to say, Shat Pratishat Bhajapa. And that has not gone well with the allies also, India allies also.
Yes.
They all said, even Shiv Sena or Akalis, they said that we are with you in public. And publicly you say that Shat Pratishat BJP, then why are we here?